All right, so in the last video we dealt with the kind of position where this one, the horizontal move, was open. This one was, these three were the piece colors. But what about this position, where this one is filled, but this one is our empty piece, and underneath it we find a full piece, a non-zero piece. So, you know, just a non-zero piece of some kind. It doesn't have to be a 1 or 2. You could put this as 3 if you want to just remember numerically, like have 3 be filled. That's fine. It doesn't matter. It's just non-zero. So how can we locate this position? Well, we already have A, B, C, D, E, F, and G, and H all correctly built. So now we can just write another if statement. So I'm just going to copy this if statement, then make sure to make the changes in ways that like reflect the new position. So in the new position, A is the piece color, and B is the 0, is empty. C is the piece color, and D is the piece color. And now it's not E that's non-zero. It has to be F that's non-zero, that's filled, so that there's, you know, a pedestal on which to put this next piece. So we change the E to an F. And now the column choice that we have is not the originating column anymore. It is, in fact, 1 over. So it is the originating column plus 1, because we want to drop it in the second position relative to the target pattern. So we just have to say it's the originating column plus 1. Great. So let's do that for the next position over. So now if A is the piece color and B is the piece color, and you can refer back to the document, piece color if you need to. Now C is going to be open, D is going to be closed, and G is going to be non-zero. And then the originating column plus 2 is the location that we want to add it. Now, for the fourth position, where the horizontal win is on the right-hand side, if A is the piece color and B is the piece color, C is the piece color and D is open, if H is filled or non-zero, then we want to choose that the originating column plus 3. And our method is done. It's so cool when we get these things working. I'll leave it to you to test it out or figure out how to kind of play the games and see if it's actually working. But it's not, you know, we haven't actually added it to our to the umbrella method here, get choice. So we need to, in the same way that we added the vertical positions to the get choice method, we need to make use of that method that we just designed. It's so elegant. So here, at the top, we're going to select for blocks. We're going to look for blocks first. And then at the bottom, we're going to look for wins. Because if there's a win, we want to choose that. We want to prioritize that over the blocks. So we look for blocks first. We select any blocks. And then if there are wins, we like, no, never mind about the block. I just want to win. And I want to win, end the game. So we're going to do the block part up here. So if horMove, horizontal move, at the current position of the board with the opponent color does not equal -1. So we, you know, have we found a block? But then we want to set the column choice to horMove at the current position of the board, relative to the current position of the board, and the opponent's color. Oh, opponent. No, I'm sorry, I spelled it wrong over there. There we go. Now I'm going to copy this. But if we find a win, let's prioritize that. So if we find a horizontal position with our own color, we want to make sure to choose that as our move choice. And if we pit these two things against each other, or like if we play with this thing now, it will successfully find horizontal and vertical wins and blocks and make sure that the opposing player cannot easily win a game. There's still lots and lots of strategy left for you to figure out. But this is the general pattern for the methods. I think I'm going to do one more video discussing the vertical move, but I'm not gonna finish that. I'll get you started on the vertical one, and then it'll be up to you to continue on with these methods as you try and develop your Smart Connect 4 player.